Hello guys, welcome to Bugs in Code. The problem that I'm going to explain today is special palindrome substrings. But before that, if you are new here and a person who likes stuff related to coding, then you can subscribe the channel so that you get notified when I push a new video. So let's get started. Here is the problem statement and it says that you are given two strings s1 and s2. The task is to convert s1 into a palindrome such that s1 contains s2 as a substrings. Okay. We have to do it in minimum number of operations, and in one operation I can replace any word of s1 with any other character. Okay, now one note is given that if it is not possible to convert s1 such that it is a palindrome as well as it contains a substring of s2, then we have to return -1. Okay, now an example is given here. Let me explain the example. So the example says that you're given substring like string s1 as a and you are given string s2 as bb. Now you have as a substring. Okay, so what I can do is I'm allowed of the allowed operation is a replacement operation. Like the operation that I can perform is I can replace any character of this string with any other character. So what I will do is I will replace this character with b. So what I will get after doing this, I will get a b b a, and now if I see this, then it is a palindrome and it also contains bb as a substring. So you can see that now we have achieved our goal and the operation that we have performed is 1. I have done only one replacement operation, so here I am going to have 1 as my output. Now I hope you guys got the clear understanding of the problem statement. Now let me move to the solution. Okay, so I'm going to write a solution here and I will take the same example as given in the problem. So the example says that we have s1 as abaa and we have s2 as bb. Okay, now I have to convert this s1 into a palindrome. Okay, and in that palindrome I need s2 as a substring. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write all the possibility of s2 being a substring of s1. So let me write all the possibilities. Like if I have abaa, so s2 can be present at this position, s2 can be present at this position, s2 can be present at this position. So there are 3 possibilities. So let me write all the possibilities. Like if s1 is present at first 2 index, then I have bbaa as my string, and if I have like a s2 present at this place, then I have abba, and if s2 is present at this place, then I have abbb. Okay, so now I have 3 different strings, and what is the operation to convert this string to this string? The operation that I need to perform is I can replace this a with b, and when I do so, then I get my string as this one. So there is one operation. After that, for this I am performing one operation. I am converting this a into b. Okay, so now let me write this. There is also one operation, and here I am performing 2 operation. Like in 2 operation I am changing this these 2a into b. So I have 2 operations there, because converting this into this also requires some number of operations. Now I have these 3 strings and I am going to convert these strings into a palindrome in such a way that this particular area doesn't get affected. For this case, this particular area doesn't get affected, and for this particular area doesn't get affected. Why? Because I want this as my substring. I hope you guys are getting what I'm trying to say. Let me repeat this. What I'm saying is I have to convert this particular string into minimum number of into a palindrome. So let me write this: convert into palindrome in minimum operations such that this particular string doesn't get affected. I mean like the occurrence of s2 in s1, like s2 doesn't get affected. Okay, so this is what we have to do. And now if I do so for this string, then in order to convert this particular string like BBAA to a palindrome, what I will do is I will start from these two last index. I can see that these two are not same, so now I need to make them same. How? I can either convert this into A or I can convert this into B. So I can't touch this because this particular string I need in my final answer, so I am going to make this as B. So in one operation I have got BBAB as my string, and now these are equal and I am going to check these two are not equal, so again I am going to make this as my like B. Why? Because I can't touch this one. So in two operations I have converted my this string into BBBB, and this is a palindrome. So my final string here is BBBB and it is a palindrome, and I have performed two operations. Okay, now for this if I see this, okay, let me first of all I am going to separate this particular part. Now if I see this, then it is already a palindrome, like ABBA, it is already a palindrome, then I don't need to convert this. So in this case I am going to have zero operation. In zero operation I can make it palindrome. Okay, fine. And for this I have ABBB. If I see these two characters, then I can't change any of these two, so I'm going to make this as B because they are not equal. So I will make, if I make this as B, then I have performed one operation and now my final string is a palindrome. Okay, so what is the total number of operations for this? What is the total number of operations for this? Total number of operation is 2 plus 1, which is equal to 3. And for this the total number of operations is 1 plus 0, which is equal to 1. And for this the total number of operations is 2 plus 1, which is equal to 3. Now out of these three values I have to return the minimum value, which is 1. So that's how I am getting 1 as my output. Okay, fine. Now the question arises is how to write this particular function, like how I am going to achieve this. I have to convert into a palindrome in minimum number of operations such that this S2 doesn't get affected. So let me tell you. If I have a string like, let me write a string. If I have a string like A, B, A, B, B, C, A, B, A, and I don't want this part to be changed, what I will do, let me write this. It starts from index I and the length of this is like M. I'm not writing here 4 because I'm taking a generalized case. So this index is I and this length is M. So from I to I plus M minus 1, I don't want to change any value. I hope you guys are getting what I'm trying to say. Here if you notice that then M is the length of S2. So M equal to length of S2, isn't it? M is the length of S2. Okay, fine. So from index I to I plus M minus 1, I don't want to change any value. Okay, so I will write a function func as, like, it will have this particular array of characters. So it will have string S. Okay, now it will have the index I in order to find that what is the range where I can't change the character, and I will have second integer which is M. I hope you guys are understanding what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say that I want this range because I can't change characters in this range. Okay, fine. Now I have got my range and I have got my string. So what I will do is I have a function, and now I will start my low from this part and high from this part, and I will check as we check like palindrome. Like if I have A, B, B, A, so what we generally do is we start a index, like we use 2-pointer approach. I start from here I and I start from here J. So while my I is smaller than J, I check whether these characters are equal or not, and this is what a palindrome is. So I am going to write my low as 0 and high as S dot length minus 1. Fine. Now while my low is smaller than high, if my character at like S1 and like low and high index are equal, then I will simply do low plus plus and high minus minus. Quite simple. Like if these two characters are equal, then I am going to increase this, I am going to decrease this. Okay, and at last I am going to return answer. What is answer? Answer is telling me, hey, what is the minimum number of replacement operation that we will do. So I will do replacement operation only when my characters are not equal. So if my s of low is not equal to s of high, in that case I need to do answer plus plus, isn't it? If I mean to say that if I have a, b, b and c, so if these are not equal, then I will either replace it or replace it with in order to make them equal. So I am doing one replacement operation, and that's why I am doing answer plus plus. And one more case to consider is if my low and high both are in the range, like if my low is smaller than equal to I and high is okay, if low is greater than equal to I and high is smaller than equal to I plus m minus 1, in that case I have to return minus 1 because it is not possible. How? If I have a string like this one, so if you can see that this a and this c are not matching, and I can't change this a because this is in the range, and I can't even change this c because this is in the range. So if low and high both are in the range and characters are not equal, in that case it is not possible. So that's why I am returning minus 1 here. So this is about the function, and we are just going to okay, so now I think I am done with the approach. I hope you guys got the clear understanding what I am doing in this whole question. So now I am just going to show you the code. Let me show you the code. Okay, so here's the code. I have written Java code in this place and C++ code in this place. Now if you see that this is the same function that I have explained you, and what I'm going to do is now I'm going to show you the main, like the starting point of this solution. This is the starting point. First I have a minimum which shows the minimum number of operations that I need to return, and you will either notice that when we have 3 strings in the example explanation, then I have 3 output as 3 1 1, and out of those I return the minus like the minimum. Okay, now this is for length calculation, and if n is smaller than m means my length of this string is smaller than the length of this string, then there is no possibility then that b can be a substring of a because the length of b is greater. Fine. Now I am going to traverse whole string s1, and this is s1 and this is s2. Now I am going to traverse this whole string, and in this string I am going to put b, and in this loop I am calculating the minimum number of operations, like minimum number of place where I don't have the same character. So answer is currently storing the minimum number of like operation to make b at that particular index. Fine. And after that this function is going to tell me what is the minimum number of operations in order to make the temp, which is the current string, as a palindrome. So I am doing the same thing that I have explained in the problem, and this is all about the problem. I hope you guys got the clear understanding of the solution, intuition and the approach. So thank you.